Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. If you resonate with the title and or the thumbnail, this is the perfect reading for you, delivered at the perfect time, in timely fashion, courtesy of the universe through the language of synchronicity. This is a collective or general reading, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. I already shuffled the cards earlier, but I just wanted to give them a quick cut. And let's begin with the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck. And we have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is saying that you're feeling like you want to expand your horizons. You have already planted some energy where you are, but you're looking out over the water. It looks like this is sand, but there's ships on it. So it is actually water, but the sun is shining on it. And it's kind of like a mirage almost. So you're maybe looking into the future and seeing across the shore there something that you really want and thinking, I'm ready to make a move. So sometimes this card can represent, the wands represent action and taking action. Sometimes this can be like you were in a relationship with someone and you're moving on for that, moving on from that and leaving that behind. Let's see, we'll see what this is about. The underlying energy. Okay, so there's been, or not, this is the first card in the energy. This is talking about having been stabbed in the back at least 10 times in the past. And so what is this energy about? This could be about a business, a partnership. It could be about a relationship. We don't know yet. So this card represents someone that has really been through it. Like they've been, stabbed in the back and left for unalive here. This is saying that the right hand is in the form of a blessing, like the Hierophant. So this is saying that right now, it sure doesn't feel like it. But at some point, this may feel like the light at the end of the tunnel and be a blessing in disguise. We'll see. Okay, so you're being rewarded. The universe is offering you this pentacle. This pentacle is a reward for following your North Star. So you have really, maybe this is just that you have completed your mission. I'm almost getting that energy when this card comes in. Your North Star is the purpose that you came down to Earth for. And this is talking about being on a mission for the divine. Like this is what you came down here to accomplish. And perhaps you have accomplished that, but it was very challenging, very, very challenging. It can represent like a decade of energy. And it can also represent, 10 different people or one person 10 times, stabbing you in the back and just leaving you there to suffer and not caring kind of energy. So different events in your life or whatever. But this is saying that you feel that this journey is complete and you're thinking about, okay, it's time to move on and for new horizons. And the Ace of Pentacles, the Pentacles represent health, wealth, happiness, everything you want in the 3D, like your lifestyle, how you live your life, where you live it, all of that energy. So perhaps you're moving on to another location that is more that you feel like maybe you want to go lay on the beach, that kind of energy, and you live somewhere where it's cold. We have the energy of this is victory. Yes, so I feel like this is past energy for sure. The reward is for staying in alignment with your goals, regardless of how challenging it became. This card represents, the Six of Wands represents taking the actions that you needed to, when you needed to take them. If you got taken down like this, you just got back up and you went again. And so this energy is talking about you are now victorious. And the energy is like you were victorious because you've been able to rein your emotions in and stay on your targeted path. You're ready to move forward now, and it looks like people recognize you now as a leader. These people that maybe in the past took action against you are now saying, hey, we recognize that you're the leader. This wreath on this pole represents an ancient sport that, this tarot, I can't remember what they called it, but this represents sometimes being, someone that is the captain of the team kind of energy. So you could have been leading, a team towards something, like having a team energy and proving yourself as a leader. And maybe at some point, some people were skeptical, but now they're on board. You're convincing. And we have, yes, the wounded warrior. It was a lot of work. Like the energy here is, it took a lot to get this done, like energy. And now that, it's kind of like you've passed through that portal and now you're, okay, where am I going now? This is talking about the actions behind you. And this is about leaning on your heart's desires now, wanting to move forward in a new way. Your head is bandaged. Yeah, it's been a bit of a headache at times, but you have, through your leadership, you have completed your mission, I'm getting, that you were put here to accomplish, whatever that is. And you're moving on to something that you might be honest on a new mission, but in a new, this is talking about new. This is about leaving behind, like leaving the portal of where you've been and getting ready. Like it's almost like, the yellow brick road energy is what I'm getting. There's some ships here on this water. And, it's talking about, your ships are sailing in and you're ready to hop on board one of them and go on an adventure. This is the Ace of Swords also. So this is two gifts from the universe and the divine. And it's the Ace of Swords is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. And so this is what I was just saying is true, that you are a really good leader and you have proven yourself. And it has been a lot of work. And you have had to get up many a time, at least 10 times, to be able to, after really going through it. And that's why you're, here. This is saying, but you're standing, like you're on your feet. So, job well done is what it's saying. And then this is about, you put a lot of work into it. So this energy is talking about, the pentacle is about health, wealth, happiness, abundance in all things 3D. Having said that, this is the one pentacle card. Money is just one form of this abundance, but this card is the only card where the person is focused on actually working on the coin. So this represents making money. And I feel like this could represent all the work you did and how, you're almost, it's time for you to get paid energy. And it also could be saying you've been paid and you are taking that pentacle, this reward, and you are already working on the second one and you're ready to move forward with this new plan of yours. This one is though more in alignment with more less of the wounded warrior energy and this energy and more in alignment with what you really want to do now, what you're in alignment with. Yeah, I just feel like this is saying the never-ending nightmare is over now. When you have this much energy coming in from the divine and from the universe, it's saying this can talk about a never-ending nightmare, but it also can talk about someone who has received enlightenment about the situation that they're in. And that, this waking up and trying to remember what were the steps of action that you saw in your dream. Or usually when people get this enlightenment from Holy Spirit, it's like in the wee hours of the morning, like between 2 and 4. This quilt that's on the bed is talking about the energy of, there's cosmic symbols on this. So this is talking about the universe has your back. And you're being honored, you're being rewarded for all the good work that you have done. And that, this energy is for you now, the enlightenment that you receive from these gifts is going to be the reward for what you went through here, and being able to listen to your intuition and listen, get that higher, keep raising your vibration higher and higher, so you were able to stay on your path. I'm getting it was very challenging. And you've kind of, the consensus is that even the people that maybe that were not in alignment with you, now they are. They recognize your energy as being a good leader. And this card has been coming up in a lot of these readings, and I shuffled and shuffled. But sometimes that's how the energy comes. So again, this is talking about walking away, putting a lot of energy into something that you love. I feel like in this case, though, what it's saying is that you had to several times walk away from what you love to continue on this journey. And like maybe you would have rather have taken a holiday, but you stayed at work, or you would have rather gone to this event and you went to the one that that you knew you needed to go to get this job done, kind of energy. Been around people that were not as much fun for you, but you recognize that they had the ability to empower you, and for you to empower them to get this mission complete. So I feel like this is like just talking about, at the same time, you had a lot of love for what you were doing. At the same time, you're kind of happy to be walking away from it, that the job is done. And especially if you're in this energy right now, you're tired. It's like this has been very tiring. This can also mean that you haven't quite, at this point, you still haven't, you're still not quite here. You know that it's going to be a victory, but it's still like you're still in this really exhausted energy. And oh, here we have it. Yeah, feeling like, but now, like once you walk away from this and you let it go and you say, okay, job well done, that kind of energy, then this is like standing at the top of your turret of your castle and saying, I have the world in my hands. I'm ready to move forward with this wand and leave this behind and just go do something that's more, fun. I'm getting. And it's also talking about knowing when it's time to release it, perhaps. It could be like the energy also, because pentacles do sometimes represent the energy of money and how you make your money. And the wands represent sometimes entrepreneurship or whatever. It could be that you built a business up and now you're ready to let it go. Maybe you're ready to turn it over to others and lead it from a different, let go of that leadership role, and maybe even retire. It could be saying, and retire and go chase after a different dream that's more in alignment with having passion for something that you've always wanted to do, kind of energy, and having more free time, that kind of, having more time to do what you want to do. Yeah. A rebel with a cause. I'm getting you learned a lot from this energy, and it's just knowing when to release it and to realize, okay, I feel like I'm done with this. I've done what I can with it. I love it. I love that it's finished. There were some really good things that happened here, and it's also time to walk away, and knowing when it's time to walk away, because the full moon represents when the energy of being ready to release something that no longer belongs to you. And the new moon is about stepping into the new and moving forward. This energy sometimes represents like feeling like you're a big fish in a little pond. And it's maybe time to turn the leadership over to someone else that would really be more inspired to deal with it. And you're ready to go off on a new adventure. That you're really passionate about. You've learned so much from this, being on this mission. And it's saying here that you will have everything that you need to do what you love to do now, and put your energy into that instead. I really like this energy. This is talking kind of like retirement, but in a way of like where you don't really retire because you're really passionate about something, and now that is your main focus. And it's talking about the mysteries, also the three pyramids here, and knowledge, like gaining more and more knowledge as you go, and learning again to rein those emotions in so that you have the passion, but you don't burn yourself out, kind of energy. this is really good energy. This is talking about someone who has done their work and, it's time to play a little bit more. I'm getting, be in the energy of more youthful energy of something new. Yeah. You don't want to be a big fish in a little pond. Sometimes when we've conquered everything, to stay in the same place, it's just, if you've ever been on a holiday somewhere, especially if it's one of those all-inclusive ones where it's really awesome and you get there and you're thinking, oh, this is beautiful, and you really enjoy it. But whoops, there's the energy from my oracle. Sorry, Stella. My cat was sitting on my lap and I had to knock her off. I didn't knock her off, but she's mad because she was sitting on my lap and purring. Okay, I've recovered the cards that went flying here. So I'm going to clarify this, and I'm going to then I'm using Tales from the Vector, which is an oracle that I started talk about doing something that you love to do. I'm an artist and I did 64 paintings, started in 2007 and completed the 64th painting at the end of 2020. And then now I'm getting ready to bring it out. It's been out and about, but never in its entirety. And I'm gathering the information by working with you online. So I do appreciate your time and energy. And I am getting ready to print the deck out, but I need to gather the information that goes along with it. The energy that is here to clarify this. Oh, in the description box below, I will put the order of these cards. They have numbers on them. And this is how they are numbered in the gallery on my website, talesfromthevector.com. It's TAILS. So if you want to check out the paintings after, you can. There's some information with them that you might find interesting. And just sometimes a picture paints 1,000 words kind of energy. So the anticipation of the journey. So this is talking about, that you really are anticipating going. This is in alignment with what you love to do, and maybe doing it with someone that you love. That kind of energy, like just really, I'm glad I have this done. I'm proud of what I've accomplished. I'm happy to turn it over to someone else to work on, and I'm ready to go on a new adventure. And so this is safe travels. Yeah. You clearly have been intuitively on your destined path, and the North Star is your guiding star. That's the star that the wise men followed to find Jesus when he was born, and here we have the guiding star energy right on that. So this is talking about using your intuition as well as your logic to get the job done. And the Hermit is about, going up to the top of the mountain and communing with God, and then coming back down once you have the enlightenment of which steps to take. I'm just going to, before I cover this up, because then I won't be able to remember it, this is talking about how much work it was to get this done in the past, and about the knowing, okay, now that it's done, that's what I'm getting. At times it seemed like you weren't going to get it done. It seemed like a never-ending nightmare at times, but you followed your intuition. You're walking away from it. It's kind of like you have like this energy about it, like a love-hate relationship. Like you love that it's done, you love that you got it done, but you're ready to let it go. Not so much a love-hate, but a love bored. Like you don't want to be doing the same old thing. You're ready for something new. And this is the Knight of Wands energy, like being in that passion again. When you were younger, I'm getting, or when you were fresher and you weren't in this energy. And this is talking about, yes, wanting to expand your horizons. This can indicate that there's a move in the future. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. And so this is talking about, everything that I'm saying here, this is basically how you feel about it. So you'll know if you resonate with this. And I don't know what this is really about, but you will, it'll resonate with you if you are feeling this. And so this wounded warrior energy is just saying, yeah, it took a lot out of you. But you would do it again. You're on your feet, and you are proud of what you've accomplished, and universe and God are proud. Everybody and all the people that maybe thought there's no way that you would be able to do it are saying, like, good job, like you're being acknowledged now. And we have the star. Yeah, you were born to be a star. You're on your destined path, and stayed on course, and that is, it's not easy to do sometimes. I feel like now this energy here is you've learned so much from this that you know exactly what you want to do next, and you're really anticipating doing that now. We have the energy of father figure. So this is talking about, I just get like on some level, maybe there's a bit of a sadness here that perhaps your father has crossed the veil, and you always wish that your father would be able to see you. I'm just picking up some sort of energy. So just knowing that, or like it could also say that you are a father and you had to sometimes make choices where you missed out on some family events with your children, etc., because you were busy getting this done. And now you feel like you're going to have more time, perhaps with your grandchildren, that kind of energy. And we have the Hierophant. Yeah, like this is about justice coming down from both the spiritual realm into the physical, that you deserve to have this beautiful journey that you're planning to go on, and that you are very much appreciated by the universe. This is talking about, I feel like in many ways, like you had to be very, like, have to be very structured in the way you were doing things, and you had to show up for things. And so you sometimes really had to not do so much what you love to do or what you would rather do, but you had to do what you had to do to get the job done kind of energy. And then we have the energy of shooting star. So this is talking about, having a really good attitude. So attitude is, like this is the base chakra energy, like having to overcome fears, and, and also having a good attitude when you were in this energy, and getting back up and saying, oh no, I made a promise, I'm going to get the job done, and I'm going to get the job done. And this is like, you wish upon a star. And perhaps on some level now, when you were, the thing that got you up and moving would be like, when I'm done this, I want to do that. I'm going to go on this adventure. I can't wait to do that. And now that wish is coming true for you, and you deserve it. I feel like everybody, even the haters are saying now, oh yeah, this is a star. What you did, I don't know what you did, but you know what you did. But it was quite an accomplishment, and maybe a lot of people weren't expecting it. I put this down upside down, and this is like about being able to keep your ego in check throughout the process. I'm getting like, yeah, sometimes when you were in this position, you were like, really, it was hard to take. You knew that, it wasn't correct, energy, but you had a good attitude about it. I really like this. Congratulations, and smooth sailing wherever you're headed now. You're being honored by the universe here. And congratulations. So I really enjoyed this reading. I hope you also did. Please do like and comment if you have, and consider subscribing if you resonate with the energy of my channel. I will be back at some point with another random shift here. Bye for now.